Good morning, students. So let's continue with our problem. Let's see illustration 2. Prepare a frequency series of the ages of 25 students of class 11th in your school. They have given us numbers 15, 16 and so on. Now we need to prepare a frequency series. So this is our frequency series. What we'll be doing? We will be seeing the lowest value and the maximum value. Draw a table, have tally bars and get the frequency. So what is the minimum number in this question? It is 15. And what is the maximum number? It is 19. So we will be having the age from 15 to 19. So our first column will be ages. Then it will be tally bars. And next it will be frequency. So it will start from 15, then 16, 17, 18 and 19. So our first number is 15. So where will be our tally bar? Over here. Then we have 16, then again 16, 17, 18, 18, 17, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 15, 16, 16, 15, again 16, again 16, then we have 15, 17, 17, 18, 19, 16 and 15. Next we have to write the frequency. 5 plus 2 7, 5 plus 4 9, 5 3 1. So what is the total of summation F? It is 9 plus 7, that is 16, 16 plus 5 21, 24 and 1 25. So this is how you work out when they give us just the numbers and they ask us to prepare a frequency series. Let's see the next sum, that is illustration 3. We have the following data of the monthly expenditure on the food in rupees for 30 household in a locality. So they have given us this data. Question 1, they have asked us obtain a frequency distribution using the following class intervals. So in this case, though they have just given us the numbers, but in the first question they have given us what should be the class intervals. If they had not given it, we would be assuming a certain class width and finding the class interval. And the second question they have asked is what percentage of households spends less than 250 per month and what percentage of households spend 200 per month. So first we will be solving the first question. So first question is frequency distribution. So first column we have class interval, then we have tally bars, then we have frequency. So what are the class interval? They have given us 100 to 150, 150 to 200, 200 to 250, 250 to 300, 300 to 350. Now we need to start marking the numbers. So we will be going from left to right. So our first number is 115. Then we have 159. Then we have 196, 205, 212, 223. Next we go on to next line 256, 271, 310, 129, 335, 169, 184, 234, 245, 241, 265, 298, 144, 135, 172, 173, 229, 243, 220, 238, 278, 243, 220 and 238. So these are very simple kind of problem. All you need to do is just see the questions, and wherever the number lies, you need to put a tally bar. Say if it is 120, it will lie between 100 to 150. When it is 150, you will be seeing the class interval where it is 150 to 200 and not 100 to 150, because we always include the number in the lower class limit. Now we'll be writing our frequencies. First one 4, 5 plus 1 6, 5 plus 5 plus 3 13, 5 and 2. So we get summation F as 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 13 23, 23 plus 5 28, 28 plus 2 30. And we have the information of 30 households. Next, what is the second question? What percentage of households spend less than 250 per month? So write down the second one. Number of households spending less than rupees 250. Now we go to our table. So how many households we have who spend less than 250? We have class interval 100 to 150, 150 to 200, 200 to 250. So it will be 4 plus 6 plus 13. In this case, we only need to see the class intervals and see how many households are spending less than 250 rupees. So our first class interval will be 100 to 150, 150 to 200, 200 to 250. The remaining two class interval, it states they are spending more than 250. So what is the total? 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 13 is 23. Now they have asked us to find out the percentage of household who spend less than 250. So write down in the next line, percentage of households spending less than 250. So what is the total number of household? 23. 23 out of how many people? They are total of 30 people. So 30 into 100. How much do we get? 76.6 percentage. Under second one, we also have what percentage of households spend more than 200 per month. So after this, write down number of households spending more than rupees 200 per month. Now again we go to our class intervals. They have asked us how many households spend more than 200. So our first class interval is 100 to 150. Then we have 150 to 200. So all this is less than 200. So how many will be more than 200? The class intervals from 200 to 250, 250 to 300, 300 to 350. So it is 13 plus 5 plus 2. All you need to see is the frequencies less than 200. So we get 20. Next we need to find out the percentage of households spending more than rupees 200. So how many people we have? 20. Out of how many? 30 into 100. So it is 66.6%. So why am I dividing it by 30? Because in total we have 30 households. So to find out the percentage, the number of household more than 200 divided by total number of household into 100. Clear? Next, let's go on to illustration 4. Take a frequency distribution inclusive series of the following data. They have given us the data and they have asked us to make the inclusive series. What is inclusive series? So when the lower limit of class interval is not the same of upper limit of class interval. Say for example 0 to 5, 6 to 9, 10 to 14. So we need to work out the problem according to the inclusive series. So first what we need to do, we need to write down the class interval. In the question they have given us that the class interval is to be taken as 6. So what is the highest number here? Highest value is 36 and lowest value is 1. So we will start our class interval from 0 to 6. Why 0 to 6? Because they have told us that the class interval should be only 6. So if the total number of class intervals will be only 6, we need to calculate how many total width should be there in one class interval. So the width of each class interval is only 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 7 numbers. Then from 7 to 13 there are again 7 numbers. The width of each class interval will be 7 and it cannot be less or more than 7. So our initial class interval will be 0 to 6. Then we have 7 to 13. Then we have 14 to 20, 21 to 27, 28 to 34, 35 to 41. So how many class intervals we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. We cannot have more than 6 class intervals. So draw a table with 3 columns. Under that, so draw a table with 3 columns. Write the heading frequency distribution in bracket inclusive series. So first column will be class interval, then we have tally bars, then we have frequency. So write down 0 to 6, 7 to 13, 14 to 20, 21 to 27, 28 to 34, 35 to 41. In this sum, we are not taking the range method like we did in our yesterday's problem, because in the problem they have already mentioned the class interval will be 6. If they had not mentioned, we would be doing it according to the range method. So let's start the tally bar. Again, we'll be having from left to right. The first number is 24. Then we have 26. Then we have 28, 32, 1, 7, 9, 11, next line 15, 13, 14, 18, 23, 6, 4, 2, 9, 18, 27, 36, 15, 21, 27, 33, 4, 8, 12, 16, 10, 3, 8, 1, 4, 9, 6, 2, 18, 27, 23, 1, 22, 15, 29, 17. So in this question it was inclusive series, so there was no confusion of lower limit and upper limit. having the same numbers. So next we write the frequency 11, 10, 9, 9, 4 and 1. So what is summation F? It is 11 plus 10 plus 9 plus 9 plus 4 plus 1, we get 44. So clear? So this is a very easy chapter where you will just have problems relating to marking your tally bars and finding out the frequency. So we are done with today's class. We shall continue the remaining problems in the next class. Thank you.